PTCI Channel 2 welcomes you to our coverage of playoff basketball. We are in Tyrone, Oklahoma for the Class B District 1 championship game on the girls' side. The Goodwell Lady Eagles advanced to this game with a 44-36 victory last night over the Felt Lady Bulldogs. Tyrone, a sophomore number 14, Dolly Simmons, a senior number 5, Shayna Glover, and shot at the rim by Goodwell, no good, knocked out of bounds. And it'll go over to Tyrone. Also, a sophomore number 30, Carissa Glover, and number 15, a senior, Rebecca Ortiz. Full court pressure by the Lady Eagles. Pass up ahead to Bohannon, too far ahead. And behind, out of bounds, and another turnover. Back over to Goodwell as each team, a little bit of jitters to work out as they've started out each with a turnover. Ball knocked away and out of bounds by Ramirez. So Goodwell will inbound the ball right in front of the Tyrone bench. Ball passed into McDaniel. She drives to the block, puts up the shot, partially blocked there by Sims. They'll inbound this time underneath their own basket. Back out top. It'll be Glover will set the offense. Now Ortiz with it. She's double teamed out there. Gets it off. Three ball by Carissa Glover. No good. Rebounded, put back up and in by Dolly Simmons. So Goodwell takes the early 2-0 lead. 7:15 left to play in the first quarter. Paige Brown with it out front. She'll hand it off to Sims. Sims drives to the block, puts it up. No good, but she's fouled. Two shots. First one off the front of the rim. Second shot, no good. Pass up ahead, underneath the basket, puts it up and in, Shayna Glover. So it's 4-0 now, and a steal. Kick ball, it will stay with Tyrone. Just under 7 minutes. Goodwell with the early 4-0 lead. Ball passed in, tipped by Sims, and going to be tied up. So Tyrone forces the jump ball. They'll take possession as the arrow is pointed in their favor. Full court pressure again. Ramirez gets it but loses it for a second. Got it back up to Sims, stolen away. Ortiz with it, ball loose. And out of bounds and over to Goodwell. So another Tyrone turnover. And into the game, a junior, number 11, Brenda Jimenez for the Lady Eagles. Off the back, across the lane, up and good. Shayna Glover to the line, great play. Paige Brown had her back to the inbounder, Simmons, and just simply passed it off of her, picked it up herself, passed it across the lane. And Glover at the line looking for the three-point play, trying to give Goodwell an early 7-0 lead. Misses the free throw. Up ahead, Mary Carmen Gyron in the lane, missed the shot. Stripped away by Brown. Backdoor cut by Sims through her hands though, and taken away by Ortiz. Tyrone still without a point, 2 minutes into it. Three ball from the corner is good by Shayna Glover. 9-0, Goodwell, shot put up by Bohannon, and the Lady Bobcats are on the board. 5:50 left to play, first quarter. 9-2 is the score. Stolen away, Mary Carmen. Gyron up to Paige Brown, shot from the baseline, no good. Ramirez puts it up, she's fouled. So Ramirez first free throw off the front of the rim. 5:37 to play, first quarter. Goodwell leads Tyrone 9-2. Second one is good. 9-3 now the score. Cross court pass, drive in the lane by Jimenez. Kicks it back out to Ortiz. Ortiz drives in lane, puts up the runner, it's good. 11-3 now the score, 5:15 left to play, first quarter. Brown with it out top. Hands it off to Bohannon, drives in the lane, misses the floater, gets her own rebound, puts it up a second time, no good, but Ramirez gets it to go. 11-5 now the score, just under 5 minutes left. Cross court pass, out of bounds, back over to Tyrone. Ball inbounded to Gyron. Gets it past the Goodwell defense. Drives in lane, cross the lane pass to Ramirez. Shot too strong. Knocked out of bounds by Carissa Glover. So it will stay with the Lady Bobcats. Into the game, number 24, J.C. McDaniel. Into the lane to Ramirez, wide open. Gets the shot to drop in. It's 11-7 now. 4:40 left. First quarter. And that's going to be a travel on Daniel. Brown will inbound the ball in front of her own bench. Gets it into Gyron. They'll clear out, let her go one-on-one against Carissa Glover. Gets it up to Ramirez, and Ramirez will give it back to her. She'll reset the offense here. Inside the lane, kick out, open for three. It's Paige Brown, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Simmons. Steps in the lane, can't get it to go, too strong, knocked out of bounds, and over to Tyrone. 4:03 left to play, first quarter. Goodwell with a 4-point lead. Trouble getting it in, gets it to Sims. All the way to the basket, gets it to drop in. 11-9 now as Tyrone has climbed back into this one. 3:50 left to play. Ortiz in the lane, dumps it off, can't handle it. McDaniel's back outside, three ball by Shayna Glover, no good. All loose on the floor. Last touch off of Goodwell, and back over to Tyrone. (11-2) run by Tyrone. Baseline drive by Bohannon, puts up the shot, no good. Ramirez underneath, gets the rebound, fouled. She'll go to the line for the second time. In and out on Ramirez. .323 left to play, first quarter. Tyrone trails 11-9 to Goodwell. Misses the second as well. Rebounded by Glover, but Ramirez got in there and tied it up. Arrow does point towards Goodwell, so they will take possession. Full court pressure by Tyrone. Ball up near midcourt, Simmons with it. Over to McDaniel, shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Sims. Pass up ahead to Bohannon. And that's going to be a foul on Ortiz. That's the 4th team foul on Goodwell. That is Rebecca Ortiz's second. The important senior on this team. Ball inbounded to Bohannon, up to Ramirez, puts up the shot. It's blocked by Shayna Glover. And then Ramirez is going to be called for the foul. Long pass up ahead past midcourt to Carissa Glover. Puts up the 17-footer, no good. Gyron with the rebound, up ahead to Brown. Shot at the basket, no good. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. First shot up and good. 2:51 left to play in the first quarter. It's now Goodwell 11, Tyrone 10. A senior number 45, Sammy McLemore. Also back in, Brenda Jimenez. And Brown ties it up, 11-11. All up past midcourt. Into the post, too strong. McLemore with it, dumps it off. Shayna Glover misses the rebound. Put back up by Simmons. Gets it to drop in, and that ends a scoring drought. 13-11 now. Goodwell retakes the lead with 2:30 left to play. Brown drives all the way in the lane, too strong. Rebounded, and a foul on Tyrone. McLemore with it, she'll give it off to Jimenez. Jimenez, the backdoor pass, Shayna Glover misses the layup. Ramirez with the rebound. Gyron up ahead, drives in the lane, dumps it off out wide to Brown, too strong. Bohannon there, but she can't save it from going out of bounds. And back over to Goodwell. Just over 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Pass intercepted by Sims. Drives to the block, back outside to Ramirez. Gyron up top now with it. They'll call out the play. Over the top to Ramirez, too strong, out of bounds. Back to Goodwell. Coach Jacob Chapman not too happy with that. Freshman number 10, Pensy Stork in for the first time for Goodwell. Pass up ahead to Simmons at the block, guarded by Ramirez, dumps it off Shayna Glover, too far underneath. Got it on the second shot. 15-11 now, just over a minute and a half left. Pass intercepted by Simmons on the inbound, puts it up and in. 17-11 with a minute and a half left. Almost a turnover there, stolen away by Simmons, and she's fouled on the floor by Sims. Into the lane, shot is short on Simmons, out of bounds. They'll say it'll go over to Tyrone. Well, quite a little fury there by the Goodwell Lady Eagles. Real comes in, gets the inbound pass. Now she'll give it off to Gyron. Brown dumps it down low to Ramirez, and she puts it up and in. 17-23 now the score. Minute left. Paige Brown with the steal. Back to Ramirez. Now Brown with it. Down low to Ramirez, puts it in. She'll go to the line for the and one. 48 seconds left to play, first quarter. And Ramirez shot in and out, rebounded by Shayna Glover. Jimenez with the runner, pass across, too high for Stork. Ball back over to the Lady Bobcats. They'll have an opportunity to tie and even take the lead with a three. McLemore back into the game for Goodwell. Try to make sure Simmons doesn't get a silly foul here in these last 38 seconds. Ball inbounded to Ramirez, back to Gyron. Brown with it in the corner. Gyron to the free throw line, back outside. Bohannon for three, no good. Gets her own rebound in the lane, puts it up and in, and we're tied again at 17. 10 seconds left. Pass up ahead, McLemore. Pass across the lane to Stork. Stork has trouble with it, out of bounds. And back over to Tyrone with 2.2 seconds left to play. Sims will check back in. Ball up to Brown. She'll have an opportunity, puts up the shot. No good. And an exciting first period comes to an end, and we are all knotted up at 17 apiece. Tyrone with possession as we begin the second quarter. Tied up at 17 apiece. Goodwell took an early 9-0 lead, and Tyrone countered with an 11-2 run to tie it back up. Pass stolen away. Carissa Glover with it now up top. Free ball from the wing by Shayna Glover. Follows her own rebound. They'll reset the offense with Ortiz out front. Hands it off to Shayna Glover. Over to Carissa Glover now. Ortiz is double teamed. Pass intercepted by Bohannon. All the way to the block, puts up the shot. They're going to call her. They're going to call her for the charge there. That'll be her first, team's fifth. Carissa Glover with it, over to Ortiz. Shayna Glover open for three. No good. Rebounded by Ramirez. Outlet pass up to Bohannon. She'll put up the three from the wing. No good. As they're calling for the walk beforehand. It did go in, but no good. She'll go to the bench as Sims returns to the game. And for the Lady Eagles, it'll be Simmons returning. 6:48 still left to play in the first half. Tied up at 17 apiece. Ball at the high post to Simmons. Baseline shot by Carissa Glover, no good. And a foul on number 24, J.C. McDaniel, that's her second, team's seventh foul. No good on the front end. Ball will go over to Goodwell. Carissa Glover's pass knocked down, gets it back though. Ball loose on the floor. Villarreal gets it and has it knocked away from behind by Simmons. Ortiz with it now. Both of these teams, they are fighting and scrapping. Sims in the lane, shot up, no good. Loose ball, Sims comes away with it. Passes up ahead to Brown. Kicks it out, baseline shot by Gyron, no good. Rebounded by Carissa Glover. Up ahead to McDaniel, takes it all the way to the hoop. Too strong. And going to be fouled on the putback. That's Simmons. Missed the shot. First free throw by Simmons is too strong. 5:57 left to play in the first half. Tied up 17 apiece. Simmons' second shot is good. Goodwell retakes the lead, 18-17. Sims brings it up. She's got it on the wing. She's going to pull up for three. It's good! And Tyrone retakes the lead, 20-18 with 5:45 left. First half. Into the lane to Simmons. She'll turn, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Sims. And they'll call the foul on Simmons on the reach. 5.5 minutes left. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. And they're going to call a foul on Bohannon. So they will clear it out. Sims will shoot the second free throw by herself. And then they'll shoot at the other end as Bohannon was called for that foul. That's her second. Sims misses the second free throw. Score is now 21-18. Will be the 1-and-1. Ortiz misses the front end. Rebounded by Beret. Stolen away though, Simmons, but out of bounds off of her. Go back over to Tyrone. Both teams' pressure giving each team's offense a problem. Sims dumps it back outside to Gyron, drives the free throw line. Bohannon for three, in and out. Rebounded by Shayna Glover. Lady Eagles quickly back across, up ahead to Simmons. Pass knocked away by Brown. They'll pull it back out. They'll reset the offense. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Down low to Sims. Turns inside. Shot no good. Out of bounds and over to Goodwell. Ortiz with it. Double teamed in the backcourt. Gets it off to Shayna Glover. Up quickly to Carissa Glover. And back to Ortiz out front. Gyron's going to be called for the trip there. First one is good, so she'll get the backside of the 1-and-1. 4:23 left to play. In and out. Brown with the rebound. Sims pass intercepted by Simmons. Ortiz with it into the lane all the way to the hoop. Too strong. Rebounded by Simmons. Can't get it to go in either. And rebounded by Sims. Passes it up to Brown, who's waiting underneath the goal. Puts it up. Too strong. Rebounded by Glover. Ball now loose. Beret, and they'll call it a jump ball. 21-19 Tyrone lead. So after a big scoring first quarter, pass up ahead all the way to the hoop. Hit the bottom of the rim, Carissa Glover. So Tyrone back the other way. Paige Brown double teamed in the corner, gets it off to Gyron. Gyron over to Sims. Each team with just one field goal in this second quarter. Ball out of bounds off of Ramirez, back to Goodwell. Bohannon returns to the game. This time for Sims. Full court pressure still. Both of these teams trying to use pressure to get themselves some turnovers and easy baskets in transition. Ortiz with it out top. Down low, shot blocked by Ramirez. Beret with it now. Up ahead to Bohannon. She'll take it to the block, puts it up and in. 23-19. 3:10 left to play. And Ramirez called for the blocking foul. That'll be her third. Sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. 3:01 left to play first half. 23-20 now the score. Second one in and out. Sims with the rebound. Beret puts up the shot, and it goes in. 25-20 now the score. 2:45 left to play. Pass too strong from Shayna Glover. She tried to get it up to Stork. And back over to Tyrone. Bohannon with it. Past Ortiz. Ortiz knocked it loose. Carissa Glover with it. Back to Ortiz. Three-pointer is up and good by Carissa Glover. 25-23 now the score. Just under 2.5 left to play. Bohanna is going to be called for the travel, trying to gather it in. So back over to Goodwell. Villarreal will check back in. Bohannon checks back out. 2:19 left to play in the first half. Ortiz passes ahead to Shayna Glover, open for three, no good. Long rebound, tips it to Ortiz. Ortiz drives in the lane, puts up the runner, gets it to drop in. We're tied back up at 25 apiece. Under 2 minutes to play. Beret with the three, well short. Ortiz with the rebound, double team. And tied up. No, they'll call a foul. That'll be on Gyron. First free throw by Glover is good. And Goodwell has retaken the lead. Jimenez back into the game for the Lady Eagles. 1:46 left to play in the first half. 26-25. Goodwell has just retaken the lead for the first time since they led back in the first quarter. Misses the second. Sims with the rebound. Off to Brown. Down low to Villarreal. Back to Brown. Knocked out of bounds by Shayna Glover. 8-4 run by the Lady Eagles has given them this lead. Shot from the outside by Sims. No good. Oh, rebounded by Shayna Glover, got it out. All tipped out of bounds by Beret. .121 still left in the half. All into Jimenez, back to Ortiz. Behind her back in lane, knocked away by Villarreal. Ball loose into the front court for Tyrone. She picks it up. Too strong on the shot. Rebounded by Tyrone. Ball will stay with Tyrone. 1:04 left to play. Ray with it over to Villarreal. Under a minute to play, first half. Beret drives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound and put back up by Sims. Tapped out of bounds by Goodwell on the rebound attempt. So Tyrone will maintain possession again. 50 seconds left. They trail by 1. Passed into Sims. Back down low to Sims, knocked out of bounds. It stays with Tyrone. Out top to Beret, open for three from the top of the key, no good. Rebound and put back up by Villarreal. Knocked out of bounds again, and it will stay with Tyrone again. 36 seconds left to play. Gyron with it on the wing, puts up the three, no good. And now Goodwell pass up ahead. Carissa Glover across the lane to Shayna Glover, lays it in. 28-25, under 20 seconds. Brown drives the lane, has it knocked away. Goodwell with possession, 10 seconds left. Ortiz passes ahead to Carissa Glover. Into the corner, Shayna Glover for three. It's good! 31-25, and that is the end of the first half. The Goodwell Lady Eagles have a 6-point lead over the Lady Bobcats. We'll be back with the second half. And we are ready for the second half of play. Tyrone with possession. They trail by 6. After just a pretty exciting first half of play. Both teams with full court pressure. A lot of effort on both sides. Everybody diving for loose balls, and they know this is the playoffs. There's a difference. Brown with the runner, no good. Guyron with the rebound, stolen away. Partially blocked there by Glover, Shayna Glover. So Carissa Glover brings it up, drives into the lane, dumps it outside. Shayna Glover for 3 from the corner, no good. Ramirez with the rebound. Brown brings it across the timeline. Guyron with it in the corner. Drives in lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Jimenez. Ortiz will bring it up, drives, kicks it across the lane to Simmons, but couldn't get a hold of it, out of bounds and back over to Tyrone. Knocked out of bounds by Shayna Glover, so Tyrone will inbound again basically from the same spot. Bumped into Guyron. Sims now with it. She'll bring it across the timeline. Down low to Ramirez. No good. Rebounded by Shayna Glover. Carissa Glover with it up across midcourt. Over to Ortiz. She'll set the offense. Down low to Simmons, turns inside. Ramirez in good position though, has to dump it back outside in the lane, hits the cutter. Jimenez shot up, no good. It was tipped, so it will stay with Goodwell. Simmons with the basket on the backside, it's up and good. 33-25 now the score. 6:15 left to play in the third quarter. Sims drives in the lane, spin, gets the shot to roll in. 33-27 now the score. Ends a long scoring drought for Tyrone. Three-pointer from the wing by Ortiz is good. 36-27, 5:50 left in the third quarter. Guyron drives in, tried to dump it off. Simmons blocks it away though. Ortiz with it, pass up ahead to Shayna Glover. No good on the shot. Carissa Glover misses the putback. Bohannon with it now, back the other way. Euro step inside and puts it up and in. 5:20 left, 36-29. Simmons with it down low, shot up. And Ramirez is going to be called for her 4th foul. So Simmons at the line for 2 shots. That's a big blow to the Lady Bobcats. So Ramirez with 4 fouls now. She's the leading scorer at half with 14 points for the Lady Bobcats. She'll go out as Villarreal returns. 5:10 left to play, third quarter. 36-29 the score. Second free throw up and good. 37-29 now the score. Brown trapped in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Ortiz. Sims with it out top. And it'll be Tyrone's ball again as Shayna Glover tipped that one out of bounds. Sims with it on the wing. Guarded tightly there by Simmons. Drive to the block by Brown, knocked out of bounds by Brown. Back over to Goodwell. Jimenez with it just past midcourt, tried to double team in that corner, able to get it off to Ortiz. Cross court pass, Shayna Glover puts up the three from there, no good. Missed everything. Last touch by Tyrone though, so they'll maintain possession. Three-pointer from the wing by Carissa Glover, no good. And a foul called on Dally Simmons. That'll be her third, team's first of the second half. 4.5 left, third quarter. 8-point lead for Goodwell. Gyron guarded tightly there by Ortiz, gets it up to Villarreal and did not get it over the timeline. Literally standing inches from it, but got to have the consciousness to get across there. And McDaniel comes in for Goodwell. We've got a timeout on the court, 4:18 left to play, third quarter. Goodwell with possession out of the timeout, leading Tyrone by 8. Double team in the corner, gets it back to Carissa Glover, drives all the way to the hoop, too strong. Rebound put back up, no good by McDaniel. Out of bounds off of Tyrone though, so it'll stay with Goodwell. This was kind of what happened to Goodwell earlier in the first half. That foul on Bohannon, that's her third. Team's second of the half. Sorry, that was on Ortiz of Goodwell. Page with the drive to the block, shot blocked, out of bounds. Tyrone will inbound underneath their own basket. Gyron with it, drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Shayna Glover with the rebound. Shayna Glover within the corner, down low to Simmons, blocked by Villarreal. Gyron comes up with the loose ball. Tipped away from behind by Ortiz. And Tyrone once again will inbound underneath their own basket. 3.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Gyron with it in the corner, drives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Ortiz. Up top, it's Carissa Glover with it, hands it back off to Ortiz. Back to Glover in the corner, Shayna Glover for three, gets it to roll in. That's 40-29 with 3 minutes left. Villarreal passes inside to Sims. Ball tipped out of bounds by Simmons, so it will stay with Tyrone. Into the corner, Gyron's shot blocked by Shayna Glover. Timeout on the court, 2:48 left, third quarter. Tyrone inbounding the ball in the corner, in safely to Sims. Pass over to Villarreal, back outside, Bohannon with it, back to Villarreal. Now Bohannon drives in the lane, puts up the floater, and a foul call. That's Carissa Glover. That'll be her second. They'll say it was on the floor, so inbounding underneath their own basket again. And another timeout on the court. 2:37 left to play, 40-29. Goodwell leads. Paige Brown inbound for the Lady Bobcats. Passes it into Sims. Sims puts up the shot, gets it to go. 40-31 now the score. 2.5 left in the third quarter. Cross-court pass tipped by Sims. Down low, gets it to go. That was Stork with the basket. 42-31. 2:15 to play. Gyron in the lane, misses the shot. Bohannon fouled as she tried to put it up. Simmons has been a big part of their, especially on the defensive end, also some at the offensive end too. 2 shots for Bohannon, first one off of the back iron. So Jimenez will come in for Simmons. 2:09 left to play, third quarter. Tyrone trails Goodwell 42-31. Second free throw by Bohannon is good. It's a 10-point game. Ortiz over to Glover, back to Ortiz. Stork, Jimenez with an opening, back to Stork underneath, gets it up and in, her second basket in a row there. 44-32, minute 45 left to play. Backdoor pass from Sims to Bohannon, it's good. 44-34. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Double team over to Shayna Glover. Back out top to Ortiz. Jimenez puts up the 3 from the wing, no good. Long rebound though by Shayna Glover. Back out top. And couldn't save it from going out of bounds. Carissa Glover, so back over to Tyrone. Tyrone, the opportunity to cut the lead back down to single digits on this trip. Down low to Sims, turns in the lane, it's short, and she's called for the foul. That's just the second team foul, but the third one on Sims. She gets the steal there. Sims threw it off of Goodwell, but looked like it bounced back off of Sims, so it will go over to Goodwell. Under a minute left to play in the third quarter. Into the game, number 1, a sophomore, Haven Holyfield, in for the Lady Bobcats. Ortiz with the pass over to Jimenez. Pass knocked away by Brown as she tried to get it to Ortiz all the way to the hoop and gets it to drop in. 44-36, 40 seconds left. Jimenez with it. Double team, she'll get it back outside to Ortiz. Under 30 seconds left. They try to hold for the final shot. Ball knocked loose. Ortiz drives the lane, tries to dump it off to Stork. Back outside. Jimenez puts up the 3. It's blocked by Brown. Holyfield with the ball now. Has it knocked away from behind and out of bounds. 8.4 seconds left to play. Gyron will check back into the game. He'll come back in for Holyfield. Final offensive possession here. All into Sims. Sims drives in lane, puts up the shot, hits it to roll in. And that is the third quarter. We head to the final stanza. It's Goodwell 44, Tyrone 38. So Goodwell will have possession to start this fourth quarter. Their lead has been cut down to 6. Ortiz ball knocked loose. Stork gets it back out top. Jimenez with it. And a foul going to be called on Brown on the reach. This is the third team foul. That's the second on Paige Brown. Carissa Glover with it, drives in the lane. Kicks it back outside. Jimenez hands it off to Ortiz, takes it on the run in the lane. There's the runner and gets it to fall. 46-38 now the score. Gyron with it, back outside to Paige Brown. She'll drive to the block, puts it up, no good, but draws the foul. She'll go to line for 2 shots. First one is good. $7:14 left to play. 46-39 the score. Goodwell leads. Make that 46-40. And Ramirez will return to the game. Remember, she's got 4 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful on the defensive end not to get that 5th foul. Jimenez with it, get past the timeline. Gives it back to Ortiz. Drive and put up a wild shot by Ortiz. Shayna Glover fouled on the putback. So Glover puts up the first, can't get it to drop in. Also in for Goodwell as Brown returns for Tyrone. In for Goodwell, McDaniel. Exactly 7 minutes left on the clock. Second free throw, no good as well. Brown with the rebound. There's still a 6-point lead for Goodwell. Pass down low to Ramirez, puts it up and in. That's part of what they've been missing. 46-42 now, 6:45. Pass across the court, out of bounds. We've got a timeout on the court, 6:40 to play. So out of the timeout, Tyrone with possession, trailing by 4. Hands it off to Bohannon, drives in the lane, puts up the floater, and gets it to drop in. It's a 2-point game, 6.5 left to play. Double team in the backcourt, gets it off to Shayna Glover. Over to Carissa Glover, drives in the lane, puts up the shot, in and out. Shayna Glover tried to put it back up and draws the foul. First free throw by Glover is good. Simmons returns. She's also in there with 4 fouls as well. 6:15 to play. And sinks them both, 48-44 now. Goodwell leads. Howard hands off to Bohannon, who takes in the lane, puts up the floater, banks it in. 2-point game again, 48-46. 6 minutes left to play. Brown got her hands on that pass, knocks it out of bounds. Carissa Glover trying to go for it. Looks like she took a hard fall. Well, she's okay. Looks like she's up on her feet, but still taking a little time. Ortiz gets it into Shayna Glover. Back to Ortiz. All into the corner to Shayna Glover. Back up top, Carissa Glover, back to Shayna Glover, down low to Simmons, turns baseline side, dumps it back off to Carissa Glover, misses the shot. All on the floor, tied up, and they are fighting and scrapping for every loose ball. Arrow favors Tyrone, so they'll take back possession with an opportunity to tie or even take the lead. Sims returns to the game as Holyfield goes back to the bench. Several key players for both teams playing with major foul trouble too this last 5.5 minutes. Hand off, Bohannon drives in, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Shayna Glover with the rebound. Back to Ortiz, she'll drive it in, puts up the runner, no good. All knocked around, Stort gets the loose ball. Ortiz takes the three from the wing, no good. Ramirez with the rebound, saves it before it goes out of bounds, gets it off to Gyron. Gyron brings it across the timeline. And there's a foul. That's on Carissa Glover. It looked like a bit of a frustration foul there. That's her fourth. Team 6 foul. Next one, Tyrone will be in the bonus. Tim's pass knocked out of bounds by Carissa Glover. Back outside to Sims. She'll drive in the lane all the way to the hoop. Fouled, no call. Ramirez gets the rebound. The putback. She'll go to the line for the and one. And that foul is going to be on Pensy Stort. Stort goes out, Jimenez comes in. We are tied up at 48 apiece. Ramirez at the line with 4:35 left, trying to give Tyrone back the lead. And it is good. 49-48. Lady Bobcats with their first lead of the second half. Carissa Glover's pass knocked out of bounds by Brown. Another inbounds play for the Lady Eagles. Ortiz with it now. Carissa Glover with it now. Ball in the corner, Shayna Glover. Shayna Glover for three from the corner, no good. Long rebound, grabbed by Carissa Glover, stolen away by Ramirez. Up to Brown. She'll step inside, puts up the shot, no good. Bohannon with the rebound, puts up her own putback, no good. And Goodwell comes away with it. It's Jimenez. She'll get it out to Ortiz. Brings it across the timeline, all the way to the baseline. Pass across. Carissa Glover has it. Down low to Simmons, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Sims. And a foul going to be called on Shayna Glover. So Gyron will shoot the 1-and-1. 3:27 left to play. First free throw is up. It's good. 50-48 now. Tyrone leads. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to play. Second one in and out. Shayna Glover with the rebound. Jimenez gives it back to Shayna Glover. We'll hand it off to Ortiz. Ortiz to the free throw line, shot up. We're tied back up at 50 apiece. 3:10 left to play. And off to Bohannon. Knocked around on the floor. Gyron gets it over to Ramirez. And we've got a timeout on the court. 2:57 left to play. Tyrone trying to inbound. Tie ball game. Just under 3 minutes left in this one. Sims drives to the block, puts it up and in. Tyrone leads, 52-50. 2:45 left. Ball knocked away by Sims. Stay with Goodwell. And McDaniel returns for the Lady Eagles. Backdoor pass up to Carissa Glover, too strong. Couldn't get a handle on it, and out of bounds, back over to Tyrone. Full court pressure again by Goodwell. Brown brings it across the timeline. Shayna Glover goes for the steal. Byron hands it off to Sims. Over to Brown. She drives in lane, puts up the shot, banks it in. Tyrone leads 54-50. Stolen away by Bohannon. Brown with it now. Bohannon will now back it out to Paige Brown. Under 2 minutes. Bohannon with it, shot in the lane, and it rims in. 56-50. 1:45 left. McDaniel puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Simmons. Back outside, tipped out of bounds by Gyron. 1:33 left to play. Tyrone leads by 6 points. Goodwell with possession. Ortiz for three from the corner, in and out. Rebounded by Ramirez. Brown with it across the timeline. Paige Brown drives, puts up the shot, and she's fouled. They've held Goodwell to just 6 points in this fourth quarter. First one short. Outscored them 18-6 in this fourth quarter. Make that 19 as she made her second, 57-50. Sims tried to get her hands on that one. Jimenez back outside. Ortiz for three from the top of the key. Too short, out of bounds. Back to Tyrone with 55 seconds left to play. And they'll be forced to foul here now. Final minute of the contest. Ball into Sims. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Outside to Gyron. And finally a foul. Jimenez fouls Gyron. So she'll go to the line. That was actually the 10th foul. First one no good. 33 seconds left to play. 57-50. Tyrone leads. Second shot is good, 58-50. Ortiz with it all the way to the block, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bohannon, throws it out. Brown out front, takes it all the way to the hoop, puts it up, gets it to drop in. 60-50 with 17 seconds left to play. Ortiz at the other end puts up the shot near the block, no good. Sims with the rebound, under 10 seconds, passes ahead to Bohannon. Bohannon for the layup, misses it. Ramirez with the putback, no good. Ball bounced around, and that is the ball game. The Tyrone Lady Bobcats have defeated the Goodwell Lady Eagles 60-50 to claim the District 1 Class B championship. Both teams will move on to the regional next week. We thank you for joining us for our PTCI Channel 2's coverage of girls basketball in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Stick around, the boys' action will be coming up next.